Why do we do this to ourselves? It's 1 a.m. The house is quiet. The world is asleep. But you are wide awake, lit only by the cold glow of your phone screen. You scroll. You watch. You see faces that are happier than yours. You see achievements that are bigger than yours. You see lives that seem complete. And with every swipe, you feel a little bit smaller. It's a physical sensation, isn't it? A heavy stone settling in your stomach, a tightness in your chest. The thought creeps in, uninvited and poisonous. Everyone is moving forward. Everyone is figuring it out, except me. We call this comparison. We call it insecurity. But what if I told you that comparison isn't the real problem? What if the reason you feel paralyzed when you see someone else's success isn't because you are weak? What if it's not because you are lacking? What if the root of your depression isn't weakness, but entitlement, disguised as pain? It sounds harsh, I know. You might want to click away, but stay with me, because understanding this specific lie, the lie your ego tells you about who you are, is the only key to unlocking the cage you've built around your mind. Let's talk about why you really feel like a failure. First, let's look at the battlefield. We live in an era of hyper-visibility. Never in human history have we been exposed to so much success on a daily basis. 200 years ago, if you were a blacksmith in a small village, you only had to compare yourself to the blacksmith in the next town. You knew your place. The world was small, and your purpose was clear. Today, you open your phone, and you are bombarded with the highlight reels of 8 billion people. A friend from high school just got promoted to a position you wanted. An influencer, 5 years younger than you, just bought a house you can't afford. A creator launched a project that looks exactly like the one you have been dreaming of starting for years. But theirs is polished, perfect, and already successful. And you feel it, that sharp pang of, why only me? You think, I'm working hard, I'm trying my best, I'm a good person. Why am I stuck here while they fly past me? This turns into a loop, a spiral. You compare yourself to them. You feel inadequate. You lose the motivation to work. And then you hate yourself for losing motivation. You punish yourself for not being mentally tougher. If you are nodding right now, if you have felt this specific heaviness, listen to me closely. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are not toxic. You are not a failure for feeling this way. You are simply a human being whose biological hardware is being overwhelmed by a world designed to show you what you lack. You are trying to process an infinite amount of data with a brain designed for a tribe of 50 people. The pain you feel isn't a sign of your incompetence. It is a sign that you are paying attention. But paying attention to the wrong things is costing you your peace. To escape this loop, we first have to understand why we compare. We have to stop demonizing the instinct and start dissecting it. Let's put down the guilt for a moment. Comparison is not a bad habit you need to fix with positive affirmations. It is a survival mechanism. It is written into your DNA. For thousands of years, humans had to compare. Is he stronger than me? Meant, will he kill me? Does she have more food? Meant, will my children starve? Am I contributing enough to the tribe? Meant, will they exile me into the winter cold? We are biological machines designed to measure our environment relative to ourselves. Your brain constantly scans for threats and rank. It is trying to keep you safe. But here is the glitch. The threat used to be a saber-toothed tiger or starvation. Today, your brain perceives someone else having a better vacation as a threat to your social survival. The software is outdated. The inputs are corrupted. So, stop thinking you are a bad person for feeling jealous. Stop thinking you are petty. You are just a human, doing what humans have evolved to do. But here is the twist. The problem isn't that they are ahead of you. The problem isn't that they are faster than you. The problem is that you think life has a scoreboard at all. You think you are losing a game. But what if I told you there is no game? Let's use a thought experiment to break the spell. I want you to imagine you are sitting on a train. You are commuting to work or maybe going on a trip. You are sitting there, occupying your space. Suddenly, a person sits in the empty seat next to you. This person is incredible. They are strikingly beautiful, supermodel level. They are intellectually brilliant, a Nobel Prize winner. They are wealthy beyond imagination, wearing clothes worth more than your house. They are everything society tells you to be. Now, I want you to answer these questions honestly. Does your wallet get lighter because they sat down? Does the money in your bank account physically evaporate because a rich person is nearby? Does your IQ drop because theirs is high? Do you suddenly become unable to read or think because a genius is breathing the same air? Does your face change because they are beautiful? Do your features warp and twist just because someone attractive is present? No, absolutely not. Nothing changes. You are exactly the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Your potential, your skills, your history, your value, they remain completely untouched. The air in the train car doesn't change. The laws of physics don't change. Their success is a fact. Your situation is a fact. They are two separate, independent facts that just happen to exist in the same universe at the same time. We suffer because we treat life like a zero-sum game. We subconsciously believe that there is a limited amount of worth in the world. We think that if they have 100 points of happiness, they must have stolen 50 points from us. We feel like their light casts a shadow on us. But that is an illusion. The existence of someone better doesn't actually impact your reality until you let it. So, if their success doesn't physically harm us, why do we feel inferior? Why do we feel like we are losing? Because we are all using the same, boring, standardized ruler. Society measures you in public metrics: money, beauty, status, followers, and most importantly, speed. Everyone is sprinting. Get rich by 20. Retire by 30. Build a legacy before you have wrinkles. We are obsessed with speed. And because you aren't running at their pace, you think you are standing still. You start to believe that being human is a race. But who said that is the only ruler? Who said speed is the only way to measure a human life? There are infinite rulers in this world. There is a ruler for kindness, a ruler for patience, a ruler for endurance, a ruler for making the best coffee for a friend, a ruler for overcoming personal trauma. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. You are feeling like a failure because you are trying to climb a tree when you were built to swim. You are likely losing because you are playing a game you didn't choose, using a ruler that doesn't fit you. Change the ruler, and the ranking collapses. You aren't below them, you are just measuring different things. Now, we have to go deeper. We have to talk about the part that might hurt. We have to talk about the entitlement. If you understand that their success doesn't physically hurt you, if you understand that the rulers are arbitrary, why do you still feel depressed? Why, when you see someone succeed, do you feel a burning sense of frustration? It's because deep down, in a place you might not want to admit, you believe, I should be there. This feeling isn't just sadness, it is entitlement. And I don't mean you think you're better than anyone. I mean you secretly believe life owes you a different timeline. It is your ego's fantasy crashing against reality. You are depressed because your reality doesn't match your fantasy of how great you should be. You look at the successful person and think, I have the potential to be that rich, or I have the talent to be that famous. And because you aren't there yet, you feel cheated. You feel like the world owes you that spot. You are angry at reality for not recognizing your potential. That isn't just pain. That is the ego demanding a reward it hasn't earned yet. Humility still feels the sting. It just doesn't build an identity around it. True humility would say, good for them, and move on. Only entitlement looks at someone else's plate and cries because its own plate isn't full yet. And no, this doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. Please, do not use this realization to beat yourself up further. This entitlement isn't a sin, it's a defense mechanism. It's your brain trying to protect your identity. We all do it. We all want to believe we are the main character. It hurts because you have hope. It hurts because you believe in yourself. But that belief has twisted into a burden. The belief that you should be better is what is making you miserable right now. So, how do we become free? How do we stop the scrolling, stop the envy, and stop the pain? We don't stop comparing. That is impossible for a biological creature. But we can stop expecting. We can stop expecting that we should be the person on the train. We can admit that right now, at this exact second, you are exactly where you are. Not where you should be, not where you could have been if you made different choices. Just where you are. When you drop the entitlement of, I deserve more, the pain fades away. You realize that someone else's light doesn't cast a shadow on you. It just lights up the room. You can look at them and say, that is a fact. And look at yourself and say, this is also a fact. And in that acceptance, you find peace. You don't need to become extraordinary to justify your existence. You don't need to be the smartest, the richest, or the fastest person in the room to matter. You already exist. That's enough to start. You were never behind. You were just running a race you didn't choose. The moment you let go of who you think you should be, you are finally free to be who you are. If this hit you, you're not alone. And there's more to unpack here.